Hey there, Andrew, C1D Paintball. Today's video is shot while we're shooting each other. The video was taken at Warzone Paintball in Rigo. We are playing on the market map, and it is a team deathmatch. It's the second game of the day. The first one actually was a pretty quick one, it was loose. It was our warm-up, loosen up game. Good, experienced players on both sides. There were a father and son walk-in, who did very well, by the way. But the rest of us, experienced players, club members, very intense game, but not crossing a line. Like, nobody was a jerk or anything. I'm going to say intense a lot to a certain degree, or I think the vibe of the game will show that that's what it is. But curiously enough, I didn't call the video intense. Maybe it's just me. I mean, it's difficult for me to name videos. I'm playing on a team, myself, Jay, and Jeff, you'll recognize. And Connor is playing on the other side. He's got Boonie and he's got Michael. His team is spawning, Connor's team is spawning at the White House. We're spawning at the bunker. Bunker tends to have a slight advantage over the other side on this field, but not a huge one. And commonly the White House side can win, but just a little notice that little slight advantage on that one. There's not a ton of movement on this because of the intensity of the fire and everything. Although there is movement, don't get me wrong, but just not a whole bunch of running around. Again, due to the amount of fire and everybody having a certain skill level to keep it at that pace. One big thing you'll see on this one is a lot of communication, communicating with teammates, Connor communicating with teammates. You'll hear teammates communicating with us as well. Pretty good one. You know what? Time to watch it.
Maybe! Probably gonna go leave that. Just call him out and wait. Okay, on the right, get two on the right side, big guns too.
Alright, initial positions have been established from the start of the game. Connor is behind a wall of red drums, and by the way, they are red drums, the paint's peeling, but from the other side, where people are shooting towards those drums, they will turn white with field paint. That's the member paint is white, a little bit of yellow too from some rentals, you'll see, but that's how many shots you're going to see in this one. He's got a good line of sight here on the Key East Road. If anybody tries to come up from the enemy side there, or if his teammates advance, he can cover them. And with the turn of the head, he can also has a great line of sight on midfield. And the west side in particular, he can see things happening at Stonehenge. For myself, I am in this position here. I can go to my right if I want to, but I'm primarily set up here to look to my left, where I can help teammates go up to Stonehenge or advance up on the left, the west side. And enemies will set up to the barrier to the left of the White House. It's very well fortified, so I got a view on that too. Now, there'll be a lot of flipping back and forth between cameras in this one, because once again, it's pretty intense firefights on both sides, pretty intense battle. Once more, nobody crossing the line. When I say intense, you figure somebody's going to be an idiot or whatever, or shooting that. No, very respectful. Just on that line, I'm like, man, that was a good game. Connor, when the video restarts, is going to do a quick paint check, because think about where he is, behind a stack of drums. I'm sure you guys that have played behind a stack of drums before knows that a lot of splash goes everywhere. So he's going to get a paint check. He is clean. He will get splashed constantly while he is behind these drums.
What? Hey, did I get hit in my head? I'm good? Okay. Anybody see anybody? Did anybody cross the side on the left? There's somebody there!
There's somebody on the barricade. He's on the to the left of the black square.
3 stacks on the right. 2 stack as well. Let's smoke it up here if we can. We got that fucking.
So I have 3 of my teammates advancing up. So the front line moving up. So here they are. Now Connor has a decent line of sight on 2 of them. I mean, it's not a clear line of sight, but leaning over a bit. When Connor leans over a bit and those teammates of mine also don't pay attention, lean out too much, that's where his line of sight will get him. The third guy, they don't have line of sight on each other, whether Connor or the other guy. But yeah, our front line is moving up, and I am going to soon run up and join them as we try to get any advantage here. I mentioned earlier, before the start of the game, the first game was a real quick one. My team got kind of decimated, so that's why we're kind of rushing up fairly quickly on this one to get a little buffer zone, so the same thing that happened the game before doesn't happen in this one.
Safe at second. I'm going here. Hold up, hold up. Okay.
So now, with me at the back end of Stonehenge, I got a good line of sight on that fortified area to the left of the White House, and I'll actually see Boonie. I'll give him a wave, ask how he's doing. You know, I'm not gonna offer to do his taxes or anything, but I'm just gonna give him a little shout out there, a little fun shout out. And Connor's still defending behind those drums, looking left and right, diligently. Talking with his teammates again. Now, this next sequence is where you'll really hear a lot more shots from both sides. Connor constantly getting splashed from between those drums he's behind.
How you doing, my friend? Intense battle on the right here.
Man, it's been a while since I used that sound clip. Used to use it all the time. Very appropriate here. Connor's teammate charging in to Connor's left, which is the east road, because we've established because the enemy to Connor has established my side, that mid ground. This guy doing a Leroy Jenkins run on the side is meant to break our momentum, hit our flank hard, and can really break the game open. Now, just because he's heading down there doesn't mean it's going to be mission accomplished. So let's see what happens.
Oh, go! Let's do it! Oh, fuck, you died. We go. Two on the left. They got a line here. We can't cross here. They got 2 guys there. There's 2 guys behind blocks here, at least 1 left. But they're kind of fucking pinned in. We take them out on the right. What do we got on the right? Center?
All right, the Leroy Jenkins move failed pretty quickly, and you saw when he made the move, Connor was even calling out for his teammates, you know, to try to support that run up, but it is all for naught. I've seen that same player make this move a few times on at the field, and trust me, it's got a surprisingly high rate of success. So didn't do it this time, but it's not the last time he'll try it, because he's come up on the good side of things when he's tried that many times before. Now I got Michael lined up. He is in the fortified area to the left of the White House. He's behind a concrete block, but there's a block in front of that, so I gotta kind of lob it over that one block, over the second, and try to hit Michael. Michael's actually shooting to his left, so to my right, kind of cross field. My shots are hooking and slicing over his head. I can't land one. He seems to not care because I'm missing on these ones, so he's doing his part. As far as Connor now, after Leroy Jenkins got knocked out, another teammate to his left, a little screenshot here, he retreats back a bit. So Connor doesn't have as much presence with him here, but that's not going to stop him, because in the next sequence, behind the drum here, there is a set of barriers there, more drums, and Connor is going to reach around, kind of lean over there, sorry, and fire some shots, and he does have support from a guy further back on his left, and they're going to try to, I mean, things aren't really collapsing or anything, but the momentum's a bit in my favor, so Connor's going to try to stop that momentum. My team's momentum, not just my momentum. Trust me, if my team was relying on just my momentum for overall momentum, I'm saying that word a lot, momentum, there wouldn't be much momentum.
You can see the top of his fucking head here. Nice. He's dead, he's dead! Oh, not him. No, some other guy. Clean, clean. Guys, two stacked here by the rock. We gotta go. Clean, clean. He's dead, he's dead! Nobody on the... He's dead!
Okay, just for reference, my point of view, Connor is behind this barrier here. Now, when the video restarts in the next sequence, you'll see more and more splash on his camera. It's going all over his mask as well, because more and more of my teammates are aware of Connor's position, want to take him out. Connor's not backing down. In fact, he's going to spot my teammate here, so an enemy to Connor. He's going to fire at him, take him out. There's yet another teammate of mine behind him. Connor's going to call out for support, doing what he can, good communication, not backing down.
Hey, in the middle! On the floor!
So I'm moving up inside of Stonehenge. I was kind of on the back end of it before. Going to this spot here. There is that spot again where Connor is. Ever increasingly white, because as you'll notice in Connor's camera, again, when it restarts, it continues to get covered in more and more paint. That's his camera and his mask. But you can see Connor, not only does he have a line on the left side of that barrier, but that right side. So that is the key spot with a player who knows how to defend it well. Connor's got a killer angle, so as I'm advancing up here, I do have to watch it. I'm aware a lot of people are shooting at him, so that's why I'm not that afraid to move up to the spot. I feel I can put heat on him. Normally, he's always putting heat on my position. I got my marker up, aimed at Connor's spot, in particular the left side of the barrel. So if Connor moves to his right, my left, I might have a chance at getting him. But the fact is, he's already angled a bit that way, but he's pulled back a bit. He's gone backwards. He knows his positioning well, so he can see mid where I am better than I can see where he is. So a good move, but he is still constantly under fire. Now, this is what's going to happen. As more shots continue on him, he will not be able to see out of his mask properly anymore, like unsafely. So he's going to pull out of this one because frankly, he just can't see anything. So let's let it run.
Nice hit! Three or two? Go one right there on the left! Back block! Back block! Got him! Side! Leg! Way to get in there, my friend. Huh? Way to get in there. Oh.
I don't know if it's you, but I know I saw someone that I killed. Like one time after. I don't know if it's you.
Oh, like when I was going out?
Like, yeah, when you...
Oh, no.
I shot one.
Oh, no, you might have shot my gun. That's why I put my gun out first, so it's okay.
Okay.
But no.
It might not be you then.
I didn't even get hit. I just couldn't see anything anymore. There's so much paint on my mask.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I know I hit someone after I shot him.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Like...
Oh, Dad, that's mine. That's mine. The small one's mine.
Oh, yeah.
All right, an intense one is over. My gold side wins. I know, why didn't I call the game intense? I just gave it a different name. The name of the video, but anyway. A good one. Now you can see as I let the credits go, I thought that the post-game footage roll a little bit before I start talking here. It's kind of obscured, but Connor, just his mask, his camera, just covered in paint. And hey, you know, when we get home, by the way, I'm the one that I like cleaning the equipment, like wiping everything down. Wasn't quite as enjoyable today. A lot of nooks and crannies popping the lens out to clean this one. That's it for this one. There's plenty from this series, a lot of them on market, and good, solid, intense games like this one. Once again, nobody being a jerk, nobody being the win at all costs. Just go out there, play hard, respect your teammates, because remember, at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Game over.